This morning on our countdown to Beijing, a young woman who just might have America doing flips. The darling of the Olympic Games often emerges from the sport of gymnastics. Remember Nadia and Mary Lou? Well, now there's a young dynamo from West Des Moines, Iowa, who very well may follow in their footsteps. Her name, Shawn Johnson.
Only a handful in the world can do this. Double twisting, double leg. Wow.
Shawn Johnson won the national championships both times she entered it.
They call that back to back.
And she's the reigning world all-around champion.
The it girl's about to become the golden girl.
My titles that I have so far, try not to think about it too much. I go into every competition as it's my very first one, and I go out there and I have fun.
Shawn's success has made her one of the most popular athletes of the Games. Already, she shot commercials for Coca-Cola, Secret Deodorant.
It makes me want to keep my arms up even more.
And CoverGirl Cosmetics.
It's really pretty.
All that at only 16.
How do you feel knowing that you're the one that everybody is watching?
I love being in that position just because knowing that people are working so hard to beat me makes me want to work so hard to become unreachable and untouchable. And it feels great to hold it, and I don't want to let it go.
You can't wait to fall in love with me.
Do you ever step outside of yourself and really appreciate what you are able to do?
Sometimes I'll be watching other girls doing the same kind of stuff. Even if I can do it, I still feel like I'm like the underdog or the little girl. It doesn't seem real.
Even though you're the world champion in the all-around?
Definitely. It feels like a dream.
Shawn started gymnastics at age 3. Her parents thought it would be a great outlet for her seemingly endless supply of energy.
What do you remember, the earliest memory of gymnastics?
I was put in a Super Bunny class. There was the bunnies and then there was the Super Bunnies. I remember the first time I got on the trampoline, I was just in heaven. I had the best time ever, and it made me want to go back.
Suddenly I see, this is what I want to be.
Your first coach, didn't he say she doesn't have a lot of talent, but she's got a lot of brute energy or brute force?
Yeah. He said that I had no talent, but I had a lot of strength. And that's hard to take. And we found Chow, my coach now, and he said the complete opposite. He said, this girl has it. And how he knew it and how he felt that, I don't understand, but he's gotten to me where I am today, and I couldn't have gotten here without him.
Ironically, Coach Chow is Chinese. He moved to the United States almost 2 decades ago.
As a first-generation immigrant come to this stage, and then not knowing much of language, and then building up your lifestyle here, building up your career, I think this is great.
In June, Chow's gymnastics was a victim of the Iowa floods. Only weeks before the Olympics, Johnson had to disrupt her preparations and train elsewhere.
It's been very, very hard, difficult to deal with the flooding issue.
But neighbors pitched in to quickly clean it all up.
Fortunately, we had a lot of community's help, so that just touches your heart big time.
Do you have a particular training regimen that's unique to you, Shawn?
Definitely. I've always gone 4 hours a day. I've upped it a little bit coming into the Olympics. I do a pretty low amount of workout compared to other girls. Some girls can get up to about 8 hours a day.
Since becoming eligible for senior-level gymnastics last year, Shawn has won the all-around in almost every event. She's only been beaten once, and it was by her own teammate, Nastia Liukin. In Beijing, these two will compete with one another in the team competition, then against one another in the all-around.
Some of my toughest competition will come from my own team. I think it'll be 1, 2, 3, red, white, and blue on the podium.
You do?
I definitely hope so. We have some of the strongest girls right now.
And the gold will go to?
We'll see. Never want to predict or expect, but you always want to go there for the gold.
The biggest competition will be herself. And if she can perform normal, she will be in excellent shape.
When the pressure of going for Olympic gold gets to Shawn, she writes poetry to relieve the stress.
It's just a way for me to express my feelings and kind of share with people things that I've gone through.
You wrote, "The sky is its limits, and with the moon as its guide,
as no one could ever predict how high one could travel with the hard work put in to truly become a champion.
The sky's the limit. You can do anything and go anywhere if you put your heart into it. You always ask yourself, am I doing enough? Am I putting enough hours in? Am I doing the right thing? Is it worth it? Honestly, I've never looked back. I've never tried to question it. When you're standing on that podium at the end of a meet, you have no doubt in your mind that this is what you worked for.
She's quite a girl.